Hello YouTube, Alan back, another gameplay, and we're going modern, well, comparatively speaking modern. Better turn down the music actually, because on Google they'll probably flag that. And it's Grand Theft Auto, the original one on the PlayStation. Although I'm playing it on the, well, my friend Zero's going to play, because it's modern, you know, I couldn't play a modern game, it's terrible. on the PlayStation 3. So there we go. Gangsta Bangs, is that what his name was? Gangsta Bangs?
His name was Travis. It is going to be renamed.
Oh. Yes, because that's a real gangsta name.
Gangsta Bang is the first level.
Oh, right. I thought his name was that. That's.
So Alan is going Gangsta Bang in Liberty City.
Yep, that's what I do on a normal day, you know.
Well, that was the part of your trip that you didn't get into on the video.
Yep. What stays in Vegas, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Absolutely.
Except for the one bit where I talked about. But
what happened in Vegas?
Yeah.
I thought actually that was a rule. You weren't allowed to talk about anything that happened in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm not allowed back anymore because of the rule. Which is a real shame. Real shame.
And for some strange reason, you're not allowed in Colorado.
Yes. That should stay in Colorado. Grand Theft Auto. Answer the South Park phone. Yeah. Well, they have a phone from South Park. It's got Primus on it or something. Come on down to South Park, whatever the hell that song was. Wow, that phone was so far away. You're running away from the phone.
I'm getting a gun.
Ah.
I've played this before.
Believe it or not, the one of these that I've played the most is the Game Boy Advance game. I played a fair bit of that. And, I mean, it's a grand iteration.
Theft Auto.
Oh, Jesus. That's worse than me.
I could not help it. My apologies.
Well, yeah, it's a good enough iteration. But the games never really capture me that much. I mean, I can see why people enjoy them, the sandbox approach and whatnot. But I find that it seems to boil down to fetch quests. You know, go from A to B, pick up something, and go from B to C. End mission, repeat till the end of the game.
Yeah.
With a bit of gangster banging in between it.
You can't go wrong with some gangster banging.
Of course, for me, and I was just saying this before the video began, not that anyone would have heard that, except for you. I always think of DMA not for Grand Theft Auto, but for Lemmings. Gotta save those Actually, I don't know, maybe that game was sort of sadistic as well. Watching that. You had to, in some levels, blow up Lemmings to get to the end. Had to. So, maybe there was always that bit of violence floating through their games. Actually, I haven't been paying attention to what the hell's going on. I've just been whittling away.
Well, I've been told to get 2 yellow cabs for a bank job. So there's one delivered.
Oh, okay. Because clearly, you know, there is actually text that's coming up, presumably telling you what to do. Oh, one more should do it. But just the angle I'm sitting at, I can't see it that clearly. So I've been looking at what's going on, and you know, you're just kind of going from A to B, obviously knowing what to do, and it's like, just sit back and take it for granted.
One of the great things about this is that you can have so many extra ways of making money. Like, I could just take one of the rarer cars now and bring it into a dock. I can't use that one because it's being used for a mission right now. But just bring it up to another one.
And crash it into a wall.
And crash it into a wall. And you get less money for a crashed car than you do for one in mint condition. Strangely enough.
It's just like being a video game collector.
And that's the thing, you end the level, not when you've completed all the missions, but when you have a high enough score.
Ah, right.
So you can do a mission, and the great thing about the mission is it gives you a multiplier. So, you know, you kill somebody and you get, you know, 100 points or whatever. But if you've completed 2 missions, you'll get 300 points for killing them because you got an extra multiplier. So that's kind of the incentive to do missions. But you can actually just go around stealing cars and killing people and running over things. You actually don't have to do any missions at all.
Well, that actually sounds a lot more arcadey and a lot less kind of story driven than perhaps some of the later iterations.
Oh yeah.
I have played, you know, Vice City a fair bit too. Probably one of the more famous ones. And I felt that I was just going from A to B and repeating. And if you made a mistake, it was go back to where you are. And I enjoyed driving around with the music on and whatnot. But after a while, it didn't seem to.
Here's a nice car.
Here's a nice car. Slightly pixelated, but still, it is fun throwing people out of their cars in a game, of course.
Yes.
Don't condone this in real life.
No. Just in the games. In the games, it's fine. We've never done it in real life, have we?
No.
We had to clarify that.
Yeah. For legal reasons. I already can't go back to Colorado and Vegas,
For, unrelated reasons.
Totally unrelated. This was also meant to come out on the N64 back in the day. They were talking about GTA 64. Not that it ever appeared. Guess that turned into vaporware or something. Gotta stop banging those cars, Tony. We won't be able to sell them for collector's condition.
It's pretty trash to this point. Machine gun. I got a machine gun. That's a really bad idea to give me a machine gun, though. Or, a car, apparently. Although, to be fair, they didn't give me the car.
No. But you could say they didn't give you the machine gun either.
It was lying in a box.
Do you open every box you see?
Yeah. If I see an empty box, I go, hey, I wonder what's in that box.
Well, remind me to make sure I've done unpackaging videos when you're not around.
It would make a very interesting...
Mission complete. Good job, man. Normally I commentate more about the game, actually, the graphics, the sound,
than just giving out about me.
And in this one I've kind of completely, you can tell this is too modern. What the fuck? 32-bit graphics, 3D. I don't know.
These graphics aren't retro enough for my commentary.
It's on a disc. A disc. Oh. No, the PlayStation 1 is retro. It is retro now, anyway. That sounds like nearly opening a can of beer or something.
The police are no longer on my tail.
That's always good. They're off to Cook. Oh, I guess San Andreas, keeping it more real. This is Liberty City, right? There's Liberty City, Vice City, and San Andreas. Isn't that the three of them?
Yes, as far as I know. Oh, I need to get over the river, don't I? I'm pretty sure there's a song in that.
Yeah, there is. Probably lots of songs in that. One thing that's a little odd, although I know why they do it, as your speed increases, the camera pans out so you can see more ahead, and that's a good idea. But when you're kind of doing...
Whoa. I love this part.
When you're kind of accelerating and decelerating a lot regularly...
I love doing that.
Terry, when you're accelerating and decelerating a lot regularly, the camera kind of pans up and down quite a bit, which can be a little odd.
It can be, but you can obviously understand why they do it.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. They want to show you the detail.
Now, this is one of the things I like. When I came here, all 4 phones were gone, and each phone has a different level to it. Plus, there are also cars just lying around the place, and some of those cars have secret missions in them. Sometimes the little pager will come up at the top and say, oh, there's a car here at Southeast Hack and Slash, check it out. And you get in, it's one of the missions. Others they don't tell you about.
There's a place called Southeast Hack and Slash.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy property there.
I don't know, it's cheap.
There's a reason. I would wonder if it was...
The name is historical more so.
Yeah, but see, that's what I was going to say. If you historically call somewhere Hack and Slash or something like Death Valley, like, say, for example, it's Leopardstown.
Well, I mean, that's called Leopardstown because it used to be Lepers Town. Yeah. And they found no one was buying property there for some reason. Lepers are all gone.
Are they? Are they really?
For the purposes of Irish tourism, yes.
Yes, they're gone. The new police chief wants a bigger cut.
Bubby wants him dead.
Bubby gets what Bubby wants. Or is that meant to be Bubsy?
I don't think so. I think it's
Maybe Bubsy is like the head mafia guy. That's why he stopped after 2 games.
Bubsy
Or
Malone.
3 games. No, I forgot there was Bubsy 3D.
Is the truck down here? The truck is down
Well, there's
here.
an information point.
Yeah, that's actually incredibly good advice for all people at all times. Take it easy with vehicles packed with explosives.
You think?
Yes.
Okay, so that's top tip for today. And this video is take it easy with vehicles with explosives.
Not all that useful to everybody, but...
Or necessarily in your daily life.
Yes.
But if you happen to be driving a truck that is laced with explosives, you will be glad for that advice.
Yep. Be careful. Don't go speeding around the place.
Don't jump bridges.
Don't jump bridges.
And if you see someone coming towards you with a bulldozer, unless you're carrying nuclear explosives and you can't steer the truck, you want to steer clear of them.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, if you do see someone coming towards you, specifically, with a bulldozer, also a good tip to avoid them altogether, no matter if you are carrying explosives or not.
That's true too.
There are many tips we are coming out with today. This is one of the most informative videos that has ever been done.
Yeah. Oh, there's another truck, presumably laced with explosive, nearly crashed into it too. That would have been quite the explosion. Move your sorry ass before it blows.
Let's get out of
Piece
here.
of shit. One thing I noticed about playing the game on a PlayStation 3 on an LCD, the textures, fair bit of pixelation. I don't know if that's coming across in camera. It actually might not be. It's not bad. I mean, the PlayStation 3 does a fairly good job of playing PlayStation 1 games. HDMI helps. But I'd imagine that was smoothed out somewhat on a CRT back in the day. Either that or we were going, oh my god, 3D graphics! And let's put off by that. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, another information point. It's just like being a tourist. Best way to wipe out a gang is to use an automatic weapon. You have one.
I do have one. And again, that's another top tip.
Yeah.
Well, where's this guy gone?
We can't claim some of these really. The game is just so informative.
Here, now I'm in East Hack and Slash.
East Hack and Slash. It's another oh, girls, girls, girls. Maybe the property's a little more valuable here. Oh, it's got gang trouble. No. Or maybe it's going to have had gang trouble. You got 4 police guys on your tail now, so...
yeah, I should really get them.
Get them? Or...
Now,
You mean
four police is awkward. Although I know there's an auto around here. Somewhere. Somewhere. If you see an auto shop, let me know, because it's going to be very useful.
You know, if you keep running over people, you're probably going to get 5.
I don't think you can. I think 4 is actually the total, which
In this game? I thought you got 5 and then a tank came out or something like that. Or am I thinking of the later games?
You could be thinking of the later games.
Because basically my Grand Theft Auto experience consisted of going from A to B, eventually getting bored of failing that, just going around randomly stealing things, listening to the radio, bashing into stuff, and eventually getting a shit ton of cops blockading the place.
Oh, here we go.
I was going to say, they seem to actually be fairly... there didn't seem to be that many cops on your tail.
And now there are none.
Easy to get away with, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't even change the colour of the car.
It's
the
like
same car.
Yeah, it's almost like the Scooby-Doo of police investigations there. You know, you're literally like a few feet away, but go into an auto shop and all of a sudden, whoop, we've no idea where he went.
Damn, he went into a garage. Let's go home.
Don't you mean a car hold?
Car hold? Yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, I get to go over the bridge again.
That sounds like the discs in trouble there, that sound.
I was going over a road cone.
Ah.
Armor. Armor is good.
Well, now it looks like you're the Flash. Remember the top left corner there? You see that icon?
Oh, I pick one up and it makes me run faster.
Alright. Armor. Makes you
Or
run
at least
fast.
it's meant to. Well, no, not the armor one. The flash one.
Oh. So what are you up to now?
Apparently, the angels wasted one of our dealers and stole the shit. Bubby wants it back.
Damn, obviously. It's always do this, do that. Jeez. There's no rest for the evil crime syndicate at all.
To be fair, I think the score is meant to be money, so I now have over $250,000 in a day's work. I mean, I did have to kill a police chief and lots of people, but
And blow up a building.
blow up a building, yes.
And, wipe out a gang.
I
Single-handedly.
think that's one of the ones I was talking about. Well, that particular taxi is, as far as I know, a secret mission. I won't say secret. Well, okay, I'll say secret. It's a secret mission.
Well, it's good that you're going to own up to saying secret, because you said it about 3 or 4 times now. I don't think it's a secret anymore. It's a secret to everyone.
That is definitely, actually. In fact, that's because they have the little information thing beside it, pointing out that you should possibly pick it up.
Hmm.
A key. Is that the get out of jail thing? Get out of jail free card.
Oh man, I actually have that.
Yes. So if you get arrested, you keep your bonus multiplier and your guns and armor.
This one definitely seems different to the later Grand Theft Autos.
Yeah.
It seems much more arcade styled.
That's
And
why I
bonus multipliers
originally
and all that.
did not like Grand Theft Auto 3 when it came out, because it wasn't a top-down view, and this was just, it was fun. It was a lot more jokey. Whereas GTA 3, it still had a little bit of humour, but it was a little bit dark, and it obviously had the cutscenes and...
Yeah. It seems to take itself more serious from a narrative standpoint and play up the importance of the narrative.
Yeah.
Whereas, obviously this one, to be honest, you get a few text things, but it's about the height of it. Which is how it should be, I think.
Exactly.
Definitely makes this feel more retro. Puts me at ease.
Well, we can't get too modern for you.
No. Which is complete nonsense. I actually do play plenty of modern games.
That's a lie, and you know it.
It's a half truth. I play some modern games. I leave the rest in their packaging because I never get around to play the rest of them. I stole a motorbike.
I had to. The Hells Angels stole the gear, and I had to steal it back. And I have to put it...
by gear, did they mean a bike?
They mean illegal drugs. Whoa.
You just hopped over a car.
Apparently. The shit is bent Tony Dios, so we have to give it back. Now, this mission actually has one of the very few things that I don't like about this game. And I shall show you once we get to our designated area. Oh, hang on.
You just making a pit stop now?
No, I think I had passed by my phone that I needed to go to. I did.
You can tell this was before mobile phones. You seem to remember this game relatively well, actually.
I played it quite a lot when I was younger, and even then, it's not as old as some of the other games. I would have played it far more recently.
Hey, you didn't put the handbrake on.
That's fine. Where are we? Yeah. So this little information slot tells you, doing the unexpected often brings greater rewards than following orders. So I've dumped the gear. Tony's on his way to pick it up. And there's Tony.
Are you going to kill him?
I'm going to kill him.
Yeah.
Tony's dead, but that's live. We got the shit back and made a profit. Now,
Good job.
the only thing I don't like is that's pretty much the only time in the entire game where you cannot follow orders.
Oh.
Everything else, if you mess around, if you kill the wrong person, complete mission failed.
Well, then the information point doesn't seem to make so much sense.
No.
But anyway.
But it's good for that mission. And I get to jump over the bridge again.
And I think we're going to have to leave it there. 20 minutes.
Fair enough. 20 minutes is long enough.
You could drive over the bridge.
I'm going to drive over the bridge. One last bridge drive.
One last hurrah.
Considering I've just done 3 missions in 20 minutes, that's not bad.
No, it's a good go.
I've killed a police chief.
Hey, that's level 3.
Yeah,
That's kind of equivalent in Grand Theft Auto terms. All
you know,
of
there
them
are cutscenes in this as well. Once you finish each level, it gives you a little...
Oh, well, then you didn't finish a level.
That is terrible, sir. Let's call it that and argue about it later.
Yes, this video is long enough. Okay, that's not bad for a modern game. Not bad.
That's actually excellent for a modern game. There's a reason they made GTA 3 and...
Well, they made GTA 4 and now they're making GTA 5.
Do you ever play GTA London, the add-on to this?
No.
Quite interesting.
Well, presumably it takes place in London. I actually do think it takes place in the 60s, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does sound quite interesting.
It is quite good. Worth picking up as well, if you can. You do need this game to run it, though.
Yeah, it's an expansion disc, yeah. So, yeah, probably something I'll look out for. Because the one thing about PlayStation games is that because, you know, the PlayStation was so successful, they tend to be cheaper if you do find them around. And they're one of the few things you might find in a charity shop over here or in, you know, markets, things like that. So
quite true, yeah. So now's the time to get them now that the PS2 and PS3 have come out.
certainly PS2 stuff is it's bottom, they're selling, just throwing it out almost. Whereas in a few years time, 10, 15 years time, where it's becoming properly retro again, it'll start to go back up in value. So there's another tip.
That's another tip.
Oh my god. We shouldn't call this GTA gameplay, it should be
Tips of the day.
Tips of the day. with some murdering in between.
We've had about 5 tips in this video.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that makes up for all the other videos where there was like no tips. Not that we meant there was going to be tips.
We're going to have tips in the next video, you know.
Yes, it is becoming a thing. Anyway, we really got to end it. It's way too long.
Yes.
See you next time.